start again. It's a Redskin.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. I guess a totally expected ended up happening as the Chicago Bulls ended up blowing a 24-point lead to the Indiana Pacers in a very similar way to we lost to them the second time around this season. And of course, we're going to be talking a little bit about that in this video. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls' overall performance today, your player of the game, like it really does matter, and your thoughts and opinions on how well or genuinely how bad the Bulls really are this season. We lost this game 117 to 113, and there's not much left to say about this Bulls team anymore. I mean, how many people really believed that the Bulls were going to win this game? How many people really believed that we were going to blow the lead? I feel like the more games that go by, the more that this is what we're known for. This is our identity now. We talked a lot about the lack of identity that the Bulls have and that they're not the same as they were last season. We found our identity. I think the problem is we just don't like our identity. We don't like who we are, or at least the Bulls fans don't like who the Bulls are. And unfortunately, that's the reputation they now have across the league. This is the second biggest lead that has been dropped by an NBA team this season, in terms of we had a 24-point lead, the second highest that has been given away and ended up being lost to by a different team, which this team, it was the Indiana Pacers. And again, we are not new to this situation. We have lost the Indiana Pacers in very similar fashion before. Granted, this one is a lot worse, I get it, but it's still the same thing. Losing a big lead to the Indiana Pacers in the second half of a game, their energy, their fight, their hunger, their crowd, everybody got involved, and the Bulls crumbled once again. Their mental collapses drop again, their heads drop again. It feels like, again, this feels like a young team the way that I watch it, which is staggering to me because we've got a lot of veterans on this team. We got Zach LaVine that is considered a veteran now. I don't care what anybody says. The guy is old enough to be considered a veteran. Nikola Vucevic is a veteran in this team. These guys should be calm, cool, and collected and ready to play. And yes, I know we had a lot of young guys, but I'm not blaming young guys because in all fairness, it's the young guys that really, I guess, put up and showed a fight in this game. It wasn't them that cost us the lead or cost us the game in general. So we have veterans on this team and we still blow these big leads. We still end up with underwhelming performances. It feels like a young team, the way that I sit it, giving up these amount of leads every single game. And at this point, you just get so sick and tired of it because you know this Bulls team is better than what they show, or at least I feel like this Bulls team is better than what they show. But every single time they step onto the floor, they don't prove it. They honestly do not prove that they're a good team. And if you can't prove it, then you're ultimately just not a good team, are you? And that's kind of how this Bulls team has been all season, really. A lot of people were saying that we've stepped up since the France trip, or we've stepped up since that Timberwolves game. That Timberwolves game was what, a month and a half ago or something like that? Where has the step up been? We're in the exact same position as we've always been this season. There has been no step up. This whole season has been exactly the same. Just continuity of mediocrity. That's what our season is. Just constant mediocre performance after mediocre performance. That every now and again, great game, then back to mediocrity. The 3-game win streaks, the 3-game losing streaks. And this is the first time, I believe, this season, or the second time, we're on a 5-game losing streak. 5 straight in a row that we have lost. And this one was clearly a winnable game, but we let it slip once again. Fair play to the Indiana Pacers again. They're definitely a team that they continue to fight, don't they? And they have that mental barrier that the Bulls don't. The Indiana Pacers are a mentally tough team, and this Bulls team are not. They crack under pressure every single game. And again, I don't feel sorry for them, but in the same way, I can understand that people feel sorry for the Bulls. The amount of leads they give up, the amount of times they crumble under games, I genuinely can understand that people just say, damn, I feel bad for these guys, because they simply just don't have what it takes to get it done in the NBA. They don't. This team does not have what it takes. And continuity is an absolute joke at this point. This team does not have it. This team is not it. It's time for a change. It's time for this team to just change anything about this team. You know, since I'm on holiday, usually I watch these Bulls games alone. Well, this time out, I had my family watching this game. This is the first Bulls game they've watched. And in a space of half a game, they were able to say almost exactly what every single Bulls fan for the past season has said this Bulls team is not good. This Bulls team is inconsistent. Certain guys like Zach LaVine and Vucevic taking terrible shot selection in the clutch moments that ruined the game. Certain young guys stepping up. That's half a game. They don't know anything about basketball, yet they are able to identify things that Bulls fans already knew. So if it's for, I guess, the casual fan that doesn't know much and they can pick these things up in a matter of half a game, then again, where is the improvements for this Chicago Bulls team? Where is the, I guess, other side of the coin? The truth is there is no other side of the coin. People can clearly see that this Bulls team is struggling, and there's no other way to put it. So again, buyout market, trades, whatever the case may be, whatever we just do or decide not to do, in my opinion, nothing saves this team. Go and get LeBron James on this team as we speak, and this team will not change, because the heart of this team is gone. And I don't think it's that easy to just get it back, no matter which all-star or which player you bring into this team. And we don't play hard enough. So bring in Russell Westbrook. Go ahead. At least he plays hard. But in my opinion, the way that we play, nothing is going to change this team. I don't care who it is, because this whole team, in my opinion, needs an absolute change. You can't keep things the way that it is. This core is not good enough in general. Yes, I know we didn't have DeMar, so a lot of people will say, well, one of the core pieces are gone. Again, even when we were winning this game, I had this mental note in my head. If we were going to win this game, I was going to tell you guys, don't think just because DeMar DeRozan isn't playing that all of our problems are solved. I know people were going to turn to that saying, "Oh, look how much better we played when Zach LaVine is the guy, and all these players are playing well with Zach LaVine. We're playing so good as a team." And in my mental mind, I was just saying, absolutely do not bring that to my attention, because it just isn't true. We're the same team with DeMar DeRozan, without DeMar DeRozan, with Zach LaVine or without Zach LaVine. This Bulls team in general is exactly the same. We play exactly the same. We fall under pressure. That is our problem. A lot of people are turning their attention to the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, our fourth quarters are terrible. But let's not pretend it's just the fourth quarter. Let's not give this Bulls team enough, I guess, escapes for this season to just say, yeah, our fourth quarters are terrible. That's usually where everything falls for the Chicago Bulls. At the beginning of the season, it was the first quarter. Remember that? Halfway through the season, it was the third quarter. Remember that? And now it's the fourth quarter. There's no excuses. Let's not just say, oh, if we just improved our fourth quarter, we would win these games. It's all bullshit. It's not going to happen. Do not give this team any sort of excuses or bailouts for their own performances. They don't deserve that. This team deserves every criticism, every single, I guess, frustration that's coming their way. And again, all the quotes in the world will not save this team. From Arturas Karnisovas to Zach LaVine to Billy Donovan himself, nothing will save this team, and nothing will give any excuses for this team. I don't know what else to say. This game is done. The Bulls are done. And I'm just so excited that tomorrow is the last Bulls game until the All-Star break. I can't wait to have this break, this, I guess, escape from basketball. I need a break from basketball. Maybe I just need to go watch different teams and just be a neutral fan for a little bit. But as a Bulls fan, this team, man, I've never felt away like a Bulls team like I feel right now. And that's not a good thing, not in a good way. I mean, I've been covering the Bulls technically for 4 seasons now. Yes, the first season that I did was on and off. That was when we had Larry Marketer, Wendell, Kobe White, that team. And yes, it was on and off. I wasn't covering every single day about the Bulls. But for 3 straight seasons now, I've been covering every single day about the Bulls, or at least most days about the Bulls. And I've not felt a way that I felt now. I truly can't describe how I feel every single day. There are certain games, fine. I lose at certain games. But this is consistent now. This is consistently me losing my shit every single game. And I don't know what else to say. It's extremely disappointing. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Who cares about the must improve? Who cares about the player of the game? Who even cares about our record at this point? Who cares who we have next? We got the Bucks next if you really want to know. But who cares about any of this stuff, man? I feel like no one cares anymore about this Bulls team, really. And they don't give us a reason to care. Play-in, look, I hope we don't make the play-in. I'll tell you that right now. If we're not going to make the playoffs, I hope we don't make the play-in. Why waste our time with an extra 2 games just for us to end up falling in the first round or us end up just losing in the play-in in general? We're not even going to get a high play-in spot at this point if we keep losing like this. So what's the point? Let's just end the off-season. Let's end this season early. Let's go and get our break. Let's go and get our recovery time. Let's go and watch other teams that are actually good participate in the NBA playoffs. Let's all be jealous of them for a little bit. Just let the Bulls season end. I just can't be bothered anymore. Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day. Hopefully, the rest of your day will not be impacted, or the rest of your night, for most of you in Chicago, are not impacted based on this performance, but we all know it probably will be. And I have to suffer through the rest of the day knowing this as well. But thankfully, I guess in a blink of an eye, I'll just forget about this Bulls team. I guess I have that luxury in my head after so many bad performances. Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day. I'll see you in the next video. This video is probably not going to even be uploaded straight away, because I don't want to make a second video about the Bulls. I'll tell you that right now. If this video is a late video, it's because I'm not making another video about the Bulls today. Screw that. I don't care. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.